A reminder that it's a short week for 6 teams as we'll have a Thanksgiving triple header for you on EA Sports, starting with the Bears and Lions in Detroit, followed as always by the Cowboys, as this year they host the Buffalo Bills, and then another good one on Thursday night, the Saints and the Falcons from Atlanta.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Well, the second down throw on target. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. His...
We go tonight. 20.
On first down, it's Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second and 11 now. Goff, right side complete. That's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
We got three.
On second and 12, Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
What's that? Mike, 48. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Try to get it to Woods.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's played a pretty...
Let's go tonight. 180. 40. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. The final, 34-13. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Marcus Mariota leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Cut. 180. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kenny Young able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again. Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Goff. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And the Rams getting set to go now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided...
He goes tonight. Black 20. 40, 940. Come on. What's that?
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Goff now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.